Welcome to Big Hoss's Tailgate.
And we're off. Oh, man. So I'm with Zach Funk,
Hey, everybody.
Pittsburgh comedian.
Yeah.
And this is like first time we've officially met.
Yeah.
Like talk.
We've been in the same room, but we haven't like I know who you are, but I don't know you.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is always fun because it's like I've had a couple people like that. It's like we've met, but we haven't met, like kind of thing. Like we've seen each other from across the way and just nodded. Like,
Exactly.
I guess it's literally the definition of ships passing in the night.
Pretty much, yeah. Short of being in actual ships anyway.
Right. Yeah. Which I'm wondering, like when they did pass, like did they at least go, hey?
I hope so.
I hope so. Like, you know, or at least give the finger or something.
Yeah. Have like your special like passing in the night flag.
Yeah. Think about that. Pirates are the king of road rage.
Yeah.
They were the original like road ragers back in the day.
Yeah.
We'll just come on your ship and execute your captain.
Yeah. Especially too considering how big the ocean is. Like you really have to work to cut someone off.
Exactly. Like they were like going out of their way just to be like, get this guy.
Oh man, when we're done, I'll show you this picture. So I was out running errands before I came here. And when I parked in the parking lot, there were no cars around me on either side. So I park, go in, do my stuff. I come back. Both my sides are totally empty. Someone is parked directly behind me and is like 4 inches from hitting my car.
Whoa. Like that's like I'm one of those ones where it's like if I see them that close, I'm backing up.
Yeah, it was just like there were so many open spaces around me.
Uh-huh.
Why? Like it's like I'm not even angry. I just want to know why.
I swear people do things sometimes and like they even look at themselves and go, I'm amazed I did something that stupid.
Yeah.
Like they don't even realize it. Like I don't know where my head was at.
Yeah, like that's it. Like I'm really hard to upset. It is just I just want to understand. Mm-hmm. That's all.
So what I think is I would say the increase of stupid mistakes is probably just because people are so like on edge.
Yeah.
So it's one of those like you're doing something and like you forget something so stupid.
Yeah.
And it's enough for some other guy who wants to kill you now. Like, every time. It's like somebody who has to. Some guy got shot. For what? He beeped at him.
Yep.
At Kmart because he waved and thought it was somebody else.
Yeah. Oh no, stuff like that is nuts. Like it just I don't know. Like I said, I'm really hard to upset. I'm not I believe in self-defense, but I'm otherwise not a violent person.
Yeah, I'm one. Well, okay. I'm one of those. I'm the Punisher.
Okay.
I'm cool with that. Like,
Yeah.
Just go after everyone.
Yeah.
Like hey, this guy did this. Okay, well, like this guy murdered his own family. All right, just take care of him. We're good.
Yeah. I think I'm somebody who I'm not totally against the death penalty. I think it should be very much like a special occasion situation.
Like Nick Reiner's kids definitely going.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Like, even his own family's like, we don't want him.
Yeah. But I think, it could definitely be like overused too.
Oh, for sure. Like
it's not a deterrent. That's the thing. Nobody's like, I was going to kill you, but if I killed you, they'd kill me. So you're lucky.
Right. And there is sometimes where it's like, someone doesn't really have to die. Like if you catch them, it's like, all right, just go, get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, man. So how you been?
Good overall.
Yeah, it was getting too dark here.
No, I mean I'm up for. I love anything. I'm up for dark, silly. Like a lot of my comedy. Like I'll write like a really really silly joke, and then I'll do a bit about suicide. And
I was gonna say, did you come up with anything for the grave robber, the guy out in Philly?
So fun thing. So it wasn't actually in Philly.
Oh, okay. I just knew it was like that side of PA. So it's Philly.
No, so not only was it that side of PA, the grave robber, like the house they found all the dude's stuff in, is the town I grew up in.
That's crazy. So
yeah,
you knew this guy.
I didn't know this guy.
Oh, okay.
No. I don't know if he. So it's a town called Ephrata, which is in Lancaster County. And so I don't know if the dude. I think he was he's like early mid 30s. I think.
Yeah.
So, like, if he went to Ephrata, if he grew up in town, he could have in theory been in school with my sister, who's younger.
Yeah.
But I didn't recognize the name. I don't know where he's from originally. I think.
Also, if you're going to be a grave robber, just move to a small town. Like,
yeah.
no one's going to really.
Well, the thing that mostly confused me is Ephrata has a lot of cemeteries. Like, why was he going long distance to steal this shit?
I don't know, but what's crazy is like everyone in town knows, like, yeah, that guy definitely had a few skeletons in his closet. Dude, it's all I've been thinking of it the whole time.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't know. I just want to do it. And just,
in the closet.
How has no one done it?
Yeah, in the closet, in below the sink in the cabinet.
Yeah,
like,
I want to know who he had a bone to pick with.
Yeah, like it's. I don't know. I have to hope that he was at least like for some of them. Did you ever play the Fallout games?
Yeah,
like keeping them arranged like in Fallout. Like these two are holding hands.
Speaking of this, have you seen? By the time this comes out, Fallout will be done.
Mm-hmm.
But have you seen the newest episode 6?
Yeah, I watched it this morning.
Ron fucking Perlman. Look, can we just talk about that?
Oh no, that was so great.
The mocap face too?
Was that him as the super mutant?
Yeah.
Okay, it sounded like him, but I wasn't sure.
Oh, once you see his face, it's like that's Ron Perlman.
Yeah,
like it looks just like him. It's so cool that that's how they worked him in.
Mm-hmm. No, I remember seeing too. It was a thing. Who was doing some interview talking about like Fallout, and with Fallout 1, he'd like he's not a video game guy.
Oh, did he do the narration?
Since
the first one?
Yeah,
or 3?
he's done it since the first one.
Okay, I thought he started at 3 or something. That was the change in.
And as far as I know, he's done it since the first one. Because he's talking about how they basically gave him like $50 in a sandwich. So I'm guessing that like
just to say war never changes.
Yeah, and so I'm guessing that if he did that for 3, as famous as he was, it was probably more than $50 in a sandwich. I'm basing it just on like how he says they paid him basically.
Yeah, Ron Perlman is a guy I'm scared to talk to.
Yeah,
I met him once.
Okay,
at like Still City Con.
Yeah,
like I was going there from like 6 straight years, like meeting everybody. And like, as soon as I seen Hellboy was going to be there, you better believe I'm showing up. Mm-hmm. And I'm expecting like him to tower over me and like intimidate me. I'm taller than Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
And that blew my mind. And I don't want to make fun of him to his face about it.
Oh, yeah.
Because he might just be like, how about I just kill you?
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah.
Well, and there's so much great stuff he's in. Like, I loved Sons of Anarchy. That was such a good show.
I didn't get to watch that one.
Yeah, it's like it's one of those shows that ran like 6-7 seasons, and by the end it gets really convoluted and weird. But at the beginning, it's basically Motorcycle Hamlet.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's awesome. Like,
Ron Perlman is like one of the founding members of this MC, and his best friend was like the leader, and the best friend died in a mysterious motorcycle accident. And so Ron Perlman became like the leader of the gang. He also married his friend's wife.
Oh, is that Katie Seagal?
Yeah. And I forget the guy's name, who plays the main character, is Katie Seagal's kid. So he's the uncle, and like he finds his dad's old journal, so that's like the ghost of his father talking to him.
Oh, okay.
And
who they get to play, like, does his dad actually, like,
you never see him. You hear his voice a couple times, but you never see him on screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes they build so much hype around a character. You're like, who do we get to play this?
Yeah.
Like, there's a couple of times they built so much hype around a character that there's no way we can, like, pick this character.
Oh, completely.
Like, I'd say Howard's mother from Big Bang Theory.
Never gotten to Big Bang Theory.
I was going to say, they always had goes, Howard, you just hear the voice.
Okay.
It's like behind a door.
Yeah.
That was it. Maris from Frasier.
Yep, got that one. Yep.
Like, they explained her, like, how she looked. Like, you're like, there's no way a real person looks like this.
Oh yeah. Well, one of my favorite running gags, even, and this is a cartoon, but like BoJack Horseman has a great running thing where this one character, Mr. Peanut, will go like Erica and call off someone off screen, and it's like Erica's like, Erica, what are you doing here? You know you're not allowed around children. Like, Erica, I didn't know you were out of the burn ward. Like, it's like these continued just bizarre descriptions of what this character might be.
Oh my god, I binged that, like, I think that was last year I binged it. Mm-hmm. All BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
And I was like so glad that I didn't have to wait every year for that show to come out, because it was so nice to like get, because I would have lost I probably would have lost interest halfway through.
Yeah, I watched it starting the first season. That's when I started watching. I didn't really like it that much, and a friend was like, "No, halfway through the first season, it gets really good. I promise you, stick around." And I have a tattoo about the show now. Like it's
yeah, it's like the first season was definitely rough for me, and it's funny. I was like reading, I guess, when the show came out. Like they sent it off to reviewers,
yeah,
and they only watched like the first couple episodes and was like, "This show sucks."
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes, then they watched the rest of it and was like, "We apologize. This show is actually really good."
Yeah, I remember it was the Onion AV Club like redid their review policy of like we will watch the entire season and then do a review.
You have to, because it's like, but then there's some things it's like, can we let you watch the whole season because it's so like, because you don't, there's so much hype around it that you can't. Let them see it.
Yeah, well, and I mean, at least with BoJack, though, there wasn't, like, hype. Mm-hmm. And I think it all dropped at the same time for the first season anyway.
Yeah, well, that's what... Yeah, I guess... Yeah, Netflix does that. They just drop it all.
Yeah, so, you know. But, yeah, it's... Like, some things you're like, oh, man, this is amazing from the start. And some things is like, it's just not for me. And that's okay.
Yeah. Are you binging anything now?
Not really binging anything. So one of the great joys I've had lately is... my girlfriend and I have been together for a little over a year now.
Mm-hmm.
And she's younger than me and never watched The Simpsons growing up.
Dude, I'm on The Simpsons too right now.
And so, like, going back and watching this thing that I grew up with that was such a huge influence on, like, my sense of comedy with someone who hadn't seen it before, and now, like, it's her comfort show. She just puts it on.
It's kind of what it is for me, because I grew up watching this, but I didn't watch all the old episodes. Like I'd catch like occasional ones when they were on TV, but everyone probably missed an episode or two. Now that you have them all on Disney Plus, you start from. I can't watch season 1.
There's some good stuff in season 1.
I had the DVD for like as a kid growing up, and we watched it so much that I was like, I can't. I've seen these episodes too much.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up on The Simpsons. Like, I remember it was season, like, 2 or 3 I started watching when it was, like, a new show. I used to watch it with my dad. And with where we lived in Lancaster County, we got 2 different Fox affiliates, with Harrisburg and the Philly Fox affiliate. Mm-hmm. And so they put The Simpsons into syndication. One Fox affiliate did reruns at 6 and 7. The other one did it at 6:30, so I could watch The Simpsons for an hour and a half every weeknight.
At least it wasn't like this. You didn't get the same episodes, right?
I mean, it would be different episodes on each station, but again, this would have been like, you know, they were as far out as like season 7, season 8.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're showing 3 episodes a day and you only have that many seasons, you're gonna see a lot of stuff, and that's how that stuff got like ingrained into my head. I remember the one day, it was 9th through 10th grade. My buddy Jared and I were like, all right, at school today, we're going to see if we can talk in Simpsons quotes all day.
I will say one of my favorite Simpsons character is, and it's because I'm a Frasier fan, Sideshow Bob.
Oh, Sideshow Bob's great. The episode with Cecil, his brother, too, is so great. Have you seen that one?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, like that. Just all the Sideshow Bob stuff is so good.
I love it because I think they even said, like, they make a reference to, like, Frasier.
Yeah, it's like, guess who? Maris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That show, like, I think, where was I at? I think I'm on the season where it opens with, like, Mel Gibson.
Oh, yeah. That's one of the...
So it's like season 11, I think.
Yeah, it's something like that, yeah. It's so weird that with the streaming stuff now, they still don't have the Michael Jackson episode up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang, I remember I've seen it on like FXX.
Yeah, like, but on the Disney streaming service, the only episode they don't have on. And I don't know if it's because of like the Michael Jackson kid stuff, but there's so many other episodes that's like Mel Gibson. Like Mel Gibson like had a bunch of controversies, and they still have that episode up. There's like a lot of things that's like, it's weird that they would not put up that episode.
Yeah, that's a weird one because he's like not even credited
as he's not credited as Michael Jackson. It was like a big secret that they eventually revealed later. Like, oh yeah, no, that was actually him.
Yeah, and you're like, that sounds a lot like him. Like,
yeah,
and everyone probably had a guess at home.
Yeah. And because it's like Homer meets this guy in a mental institution who's this like big bald dude who just thinks he's Michael Jackson.
And I love it when he, I think Bart ruins Lisa's birthday.
Yep, and they do the Lisa's birthday
and
song.
So they have him sing the song, and it's actually like I get chills.
Yeah, no, it's a good song, and that was also because Michael Jackson, I think, was a producer or helped them write, or he was involved somehow in the Do the Bartman song.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of how they like connected.
I know there's one of the episodes that like definitely tugs at you. It's when Maggie's born.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And when Mr. Burns is like, "You'll be here forever," and then he has to do it for her.
Yeah.
I was like, that is so like.
I mean, that's been it's one of those things where it's like that's been memed so much, and it's really fun too. Just now watching with my girlfriend, because she's like, "Oh, I recognize that from a meme of like episodes."
Yeah, there's sometimes where like, you'll be watching and be like, "Oh, that's where that came from."
Yeah,
that's the episode. Okay.
Yeah.
And then when you see it in context, you're like, "Oh, it's even funnier."
Yes, yeah, and so for me, since I've been watching, like, so it's like, oh yeah, I remember that. Like,
I can't wait for that generation for their kids to be like, they're watching SpongeBob and be like, "Oh, it's from the meme," and they're like, "Ah." I'll be in my wheelchair going, "How does it fucking feel?"
Yeah. SpongeBob was a bit like after, but my girlfriend grew up on SpongeBob, and so I've learned some SpongeBob stuff. And
yeah, I agree. I remember when they announced SpongeBob was coming on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when they were announcing Powerpuff Girls, but like I was always more Cartoon Network. And I always feel like you could tell like how people are based on the cartoons they grew up watching.
Yeah, Powerpuff Girls, I remember they kind of debuted in a weird way on Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, because they did it was like a New Year's Eve episode, and they showed like clips of all these different shows and had the creators on Space Ghost. That's another one. Huge influence in my sense of humor is Space Ghost.
That was one, as a kid, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Because I was like 4 or 5 maybe. And I was just like, he's cool, but like I don't get like what the show is.
Yeah.
Like I was watching more of the cartoons interacting. I didn't realize that, he's having celebrities on. It's a talk show. It was just weird.
Yeah, I think the weirdness is what drew me into it, because I didn't recognize a lot of the celebrities, but it was still just so amazing watching these like nonsense conversations.
And I love watching like they're doing a show, but like they're arguing in the middle of making the show.
Yeah,
that's what's even funnier about it, when it's like, "Hey, do this." Damn it! I told you, just do it.
Yeah. So I can do this, or I'll blast with my power band. Like, yeah. Like it's another like just like when people like I listened to a lot of stand up as a kid. I remember listening to like my dad had made cassette tape versions of Steve Martin records.
Oh, okay.
And so I would listen to like Steve Martin cassettes when I went to bed.
See, Steve Martin is one that's. I was gonna say, I kept watching. I was like, how did people find this funny?
Yeah,
because it was just too weird for me. But it's like, I don't know, I guess it's funny. Like,
yeah, and that was part of the thing, that it was so just weird and different.
Yeah.
He was doing a lot of like what we now would even call like anti-comedy and stuff like that. But him and I hate to say it because what the dude became, but like I listened to Cosby albums all the time as a kid. Bill Cosby as himself. Yep.
Was my first like stand-up special I remember watching.
Yeah.
And then I remember the HBO Billy Crystal like. It's not his stand-up special. It's just him like portraying different people.
Yeah,
he literally dresses as Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah, well, he did that character on SNL. Even I remember.
I think so.
Yeah,
because I know he comes in as Fernando Lamas. He comes in as everybody, but I remember him dressed up as Sammy Davis Jr. I'm like, I don't think that would fly well.
Yeah. There's a lot of like, okay, like you can tell like this wasn't there was no ill will meant.
Right.
But like, yeah, man, that's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of those ones where it's like, even if he said it was okay, it's still tough.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like the mic I host.
Yeah.
When I start off, I'm like, hey, here's like the basic rules for the mic, and one of the things I say is like, don't do hate speech, don't be a bigot.
Yeah.
And people ask me, what's that mean? I'm like, look, we all screw up, we all say stuff that like comes out wrong, you know. But I think there's a difference between like, am I saying this because like I thought this was funny, and it came out wrong, or like, no, I just think these people shouldn't exist.
Yeah, there's sometimes it's like, I feel like I'm of two. I get what I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
and I agree with what you're saying, but I'm also one of those like, you should be allowed to like work out what you're trying to say.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes it's like it has to come out harsh sometimes at first, to get to like, oh, okay, I just needed to get it out there, and now now I can know where to fix it.
Yeah, no, I agree, and that's what I mean. Like, I try to look at like, was this malicious, or was this just like I'm figuring this out and it's not coming out how I want it to?
Right. Like, there's a story I was trying to find a way to tell, but it's a minefield of material.
Yeah.
And it's basically like I had an encounter with a trans woman on New Year's Eve. Mm-hmm. And while I was surprised, I said, "Oh, hey, respectfully, it's not my thing."
Yeah.
And like we both mutually parted ways.
Yeah.
And, like, but it was like I seen the look on this person's face, and they were like nervous, like, "Oh God, is this guy gonna hit?" I was like, "No, it's just, hey, it's not my thing."
Yeah.
And like I was thinking about, like, I was really drunk when it happened, so I said something stupid like, "Can't even tell." Like,
see, I don't, again, like that's not hateful. That's not, and you can be like, and like there's nothing wrong with saying in the same sense of like, oh, I don't like people that are tall. Like that's just, you're just not my type. There's
right.
nothing wrong with that.
I was like trying to say it that way. It's like, but I was trying to think about how, like, I was pretty drunk that it was like, I really couldn't tell. Like, I would have went home and just been down like, it's drier than usual, but and just kept.
Yeah. I think the idea is like kind of figured out, like trying to like navigating being polite in like an unfamiliar situation.
Right. And you're like, because it's also like, for me, like, if you're not around it all the time, it's a little bit of a shock. Mm-hmm. And you're just like, hang on, like, don't freak out, because it's still a person, a person's still in front of you. Don't hurt someone's feelings. Yeah. And it's like, it's not, it's not for me. It's not my thing, but, have a nice night.
Yeah. Like, and again, like that's different. Like that, I wouldn't be like, no, you can't come to my mic with that. Like that's because you're not saying like fuck trans people shouldn't exist.
Right.
There, like it was
just an awkward meeting for me.
Yeah.
And like later on, like we saw, like, we seen each other again that night, and she's dancing with somebody else, and I was like, have a nice night,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's totally fine then. Yeah. Like
I didn't go up and ruin her.
Yeah, like that, and that's what I mean when I say like, there's like, I remember the one night I had said that, and this like old man who I'd never seen at the mic before had signed up, and when I said like, don't be a bigot, he crossed his name off.
Yeah,
and then he hung around the whole night, and at the end of the mic he stopped me and he was like, hey, when you said like don't do hate speech, don't be a bigot, what do you mean? And I was like, I hate to be like the Supreme Court talking about pornography, like I know it when I see it, but like what were you gonna say? And he tells me this like joke about how like I live in a really white area, it's so white I don't get BET.
Yeah.
And I painted my modem black, and now I get my internet speed faster and I get BET. And I was like, I don't think it's hateful. I think it's hacky.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing really original or creative there. But no, I wouldn't like be upset at you if you said that.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm always one of those ones, I don't try to like make jokes to be like offensive.
Yeah.
Like all mine is like, it's my version of meeting it, and it's my awkwardness dealing with it.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing. Like you are still the butt of the joke. You are, the punchline is made. Like I remember I was dating someone long ago, and a really funny thing happened that where like I was stupid in the relationship. I remember asking her like, hey, do you mind if I talk about this on stage? Like, other than saying, this was with my at the time girlfriend, I don't describe you in any way, just, and she's like, I'd rather not talk about like our private life. I'm like, okay, that's fine, whatever, I don't. So eventually we broke up. And a couple months later, I told that joke on stage because it fit like the theme of the show. And I posted the video online because it went really well. And I guess she looked up the video and sent me this like really, really like fuck you hateful message.
Oof.
And even though like I really, really tried to make sure that like, I was clear, I'm not making fun of her. The joke is I am dumb.
Yeah.
It really, really hurt her feelings. So I didn't ever do the joke again.
Right.
Because like, all right, I don't want to hurt this person.
Yeah. Even if it's kind of like, I will make sure that your name is out of it.
Yeah, like I didn't give it a physical description of her, other than just, this is a woman I was with and I did stupid thing.
Exactly. Yeah. I have some crazy ones. Like, I mean, I had someone that was like, they sent me a Snapchat and they had a pacifier in their mouth, and they're like, trying to be flirty. And I was like, whoa. Like, I don't feel comfortable with this.
Yeah.
And then, like, everybody's like, well, you can't kink shame either. I'm like, yeah, but that's not the joke here. I'm not making fun of her. I'm just saying, like, if I sent you a picture with that, you're calling the cops.
Yeah.
This isn't fun. Like,
like the joke is about the double standard of the situation.
And also, it's like, it's a little too weird for me. Like,
yeah. Well, and then there's a difference between, again, kink shaming and being, again, like, that's just not my thing.
Yeah.
I
was like, whatever you're into, but it's I'm good.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like, I remember I was on a date with somebody that I matched up with again a long time ago. And it turned out she was really into like BDSM stuff. And I'm like, hey, not my thing. Like that seems like way too much work.
Yeah. Exactly. 'Cause you're like, first of all, I'm here for fun. And getting tied up and hit does not seem fun for me.
Yeah, like, and I don't want to hit you, and like, just it's not just again, like if that's your thing, great, but
Yeah, I remember I was like talking to a girl one time, and like, we're talking, getting kind of intimate, and she just randomly hit me in the face, and I was like, what the fuck was that? And she's like, I'm sorry, I like to be dominant. I was like, I don't like that one bit.
Well, there's a difference too between being dominant and just hitting someone randomly.
Like, I wouldn't even say it was like a slap. This was like a almost like blunt punch to the face.
Yeah, no, that's like, I think you gotta have like boundaries and like agreed upon consent before you do like.
Also, like, don't pull my beard. That's another thing where it's like, whoa,
yeah,
I didn't agree to this.
Yeah,
like, whoa,
yeah, that's it. Just check in about stuff. That's all you got to do.
Yeah,
communication, very important.
Oh man, yeah, it's just most of my material is just me reacting to the world because like I grew up like in a very like in a bubble.
Yeah,
like super religious. So then when you venture out and you start seeing things, it's like, what is happening? Like, yeah, I went to like my first like after hours club, and I was just like, what is going on here? Like, I remember there was one time I woke. I have this one story I always talk about. Like, I went to like an Eyes Wide Shut club.
Oh damn!
Didn't realize it. I was just on a drunken night adventure. I call it going on adventures. I just say yes and just see where you end up.
Yeah.
And I remember going into this one place, and I'm chatting with people, and we're hanging out, like, what's going on? And one guy's like, yeah, I'm from Morgantown. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I just, like, happen to look over, and there's just porn on the TV. And I was like, where am I at? What is going on here?
Yeah.
And then I left, and it was, like, daylight. When the cab driver picked me up, the guy looked at me, he's like, I'm like, hey, man, like, there's some weird shit there.
I never had anything quite to that level. I remember when I first got to college, I made a couple friends at like orientation.
Yeah.
And they were like, hey, we're going to go to goth night at this club. Do you want to come? And I was like, I've never been to a club. And I'm not really goth, but sure. Like this.
It sounds like a Blade setup.
Really, yeah. Part of me was thinking that. And so I put on like black shorts and a black t-shirt that had like the Joker and Harley on it, which is this would have been like 2003, so it was hard to find that at the time.
Yeah.
And so I go to my friends to this goth club thing, and as soon as we walk in, I just burst out laughing because everyone takes it so seriously.
Yeah.
And I'm not good at taking things like, unless it's like life or death, I'm not good at that. Like there was a woman in like a bridal gown dragging a dude by a chain. It's like, this is funny.
You're just like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, you're not mad, but you're also like, this is odd.
Yeah, and like I remember the music, it was like industrial metal remixes of like 50 songs. So it's like, that's why they call him the leader of the pack. Like, yeah, that, like, to me, that, like, again, not putting the music down, but that is really fucking funny.
That is hilarious.
And, like, everyone's like, yeah, this is my song. I'm like, no, this is your grandparents' song.
Hey, give me one check. I go check the camera real quick. We'll be right back. And we're back.
So I'm at this goth club with people I've like just made friends with, and it's the 50s doo-wop industrial metal music.
Yeah,
and I'm just kind of like, what the hell is all this?
Did they play Du Hast though?
I don't think so.
Does it have those kind of vibes?
It very much had that kind of vibe.
Okay.
Yeah, like Nine Inch Nails, Rammstein, like that. Early 2000s like industrial stuff, and I don't know anybody there other than these two people I've known for like a week and a half.
Yeah.
So I don't have anybody else to talk to. And they were like, oh, this is our friend Mario. And it was a dude who had a piercing through like the middle part, like right here, if you can see on camera, for those of you listening, like right below your lower lip.
Yeah.
But it was like a spike piercing that stuck out pretty far. like almost like he had taken a nail and just stuck it through.
Yikes!
And all I could think is like, man, if you fall on your face, you're losing teeth.
Yeah,
like you just go, that's just going to go right back and knock your front teeth out.
Some body mods, people just don't like think of the practicality of it.
Yeah, and they were like, oh yeah, this is Mario, blah 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 blah. He fell in the Mon and at one time, and after he fell in the Mon, he thought he was a vampire. And again, I'm just like, okay, that's like great, man.
I'm like, did you walk out in the sunlight first? Like, I just stuck my hand out and be like, it's not burning, I'm good.
Yeah, it's like, oh, good thing that's on a wooden, like, pointy piece coming out of your mouth.
Unless he was, like, super white, then I'm like, all right, maybe you are.
No, he was a black guy, too. That was, like, the only... which was just like, all right, again, do your thing. But it was just such, like, you would not have expected, you know. And then we're, like, talking for a little bit. And then over the PA, they make this announcement like, all right, for the next hour, your guest DJ is some name I don't recognize because I don't know anything there.
Right.
And I turn to my friends. I'm like, who is it? And who's this person? And the one just yells out, it's the pig face guy. And they just run off excited. So I spend the next hour trying to, because the DJ booth is like elevated and has a chain link fence around it. So I can't get a good look at the DJ. So I spend the next hour trying to find an angle to get a good look at the DJ, because I'm thinking by the pig face guy, he means the dude looks like a pig.
Yeah.
He's like a sideshow circus freak.
I'm thinking like Professor Pig.
Yeah, exactly.
Batman.
Yeah, he's got a mask on or something, or he's just got some physical deformity, like those people in the one Twilight Zone episode. Yeah. And I just see this like bleach blonde white dude with dreads, but he doesn't look like a pig at all. And eventually... I learned that Pigface is a band that he is in.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, like, I should have made that conclusion, but instead I'm like, no, where's the pig-looking person?
Yeah, well, anything anybody would assume, like if you see the band called Pigface, like they all wear pig faces.
Yeah, like right? If they'd been like, oh man, it's the peg leg guy.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like, great, where's the pirate?
Exactly.
Not they're in a band called Peg Leg.
Yeah, I think people. To be fair, I think people felt the same about the Monkees.
That's fair.
Like they were just like expecting the Beatles, but like Better Man.
Yeah.
Except just the Beatles. That's what they were expecting the Monkees.
And then the pig face dude does like this spoken word stuff, and he talked with a British accent, but my friends told me he was from Chicago. So I don't know if the band was from Chicago and he's British, or he's from Chicago and just fakes being British.
Yeah, or he's from the band Chicago.
That's and he's like,
double twist.
And he's just like, all right, here's a list of me fucks. And he's like, fuck this, fuck that. And people are going nuts and laughing. I'm like, is this supposed to be stand-up? Like, this is not funny. Like, this is all cheap pops. Like, fuck George W. Bush. Yeah, okay, you're in the goth club. You're not gonna find a lot of Bush supporters in the goth club. Like, really, you know. I mean, I think Poe said it best when it was Saddam needed taken out.
Which is weird because like the goth kids are always about like death and darkness and stuff. I'm like, you think they'd like him? Like he's bringing death and darkness right on. Like. That's what you like.
Yeah.
Just give him what you want.
Yeah, so a lot of my comedy stuff ends up being more just like, here's the thing I went through, here's the experience, let me tell you about it. And like it's like, I hate to call it like journalistic comedy. But that's kind of, and then I'll write, like we were talking off camera a moment ago about like, I don't go to a lot of mics lately because unless I have something I really want to work on, I don't, like I started in 2011.
Yeah.
So I've been doing this a long time now. And you know, when you're newer, it's very important to go out and get reps because you're learning the skill.
Yeah.
And when you get to a certain point, you know, like when I did my album last year, which should probably be, if this is coming, it should be out by the time this comes out.
I was going to say, I just recorded 2 episodes this week, so.
Comes out February 5th, 6th, something like that.
Yeah.
So should be out. It's called Agent of Farce, my second album. When I was like getting ready to prep for that, I hit more mics just to like kind of like, it's like batting practice.
Yeah.
But if I don't have like a big thing coming up, I don't have something I want to work on, then like, yeah, I'd rather like relax and just kind of be a person.
My hardest thing is like when you're trying to like do stuff and it's like, or like doing shows, like the idea of doing a special terrifies me.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm nervous. I'm one of those. I have to get it right, and so like I need to like I don't know. It's like I have a hard time like memorizing stuff, like a set list.
Yeah.
Like I have an idea of what I want to talk about. I just need to see that title.
Yeah.
So it's like a part of me is like, I'll have the set list, but it's so hard for me to like memorize it.
Yeah, and for me, like both specials I did the first one 2019, last one 2025.
Yeah.
First one's called Brains Are Weird. It's on Spotify, Bandcamp, YouTube, all that stuff. I had like a little note sheet on the stool that was just like, here's the order to go in.
Exactly.
Because I didn't have a lot of chances to like practice it as an hour. Mm-hmm. It was a lot of like, all right, cool, I'm doing 15 minutes here. This will be the first 15 minutes. This will be the second. This will be, you know. But there weren't a lot of chances to be like, all right, I'm doing it as one big piece. Mm-hmm. So having that little outline there just to keep on track was really nice, but I barely had to look at it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of my stuff, I don't write. I mean, I write jokes, but like it's a lot of like bullet points or like keywords. I don't like writing stuff word for word because I found pretty early on that if I write stuff word for word, I'm more focused on getting my lines right than I am like being in the moment and having fun and being authentic.
That's fair. Yeah, but there's times it's like I'll come up with a phrasing, and it's like I need to remember that phrasing. Yeah, because it's like that's what got the laugh was the phrase I said it that way.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And there's times I'm like, if I don't know. It's just one of those like it's hard for me to remember that stuff, and it's like there's like right now it's like I have like a set, but my set's like all I need to know is that keyword, and I know what I'm going to talk about. Yeah. Yeah,
and a lot of my stuff's very similar. And I'll try to craft stuff in a way where, like, when I'm working on a bit, it'd be like, all right, here, this thing is like 3 minutes. Here's ABC. Tonight I'll do it ABC. The next night I'll try to do it CBA, and figure out like, all right, what, you know, here's the concept of the piece, but the order I do them in can change. And so I really like having that of like playing around and figuring out like the best flow, or having things like, all right, here's the short version of this joke, here's the long version of this joke, or a lot of the like at this point, unless I'm doing like a half hour or more, I generally don't even write a set list, just because I have enough stuff, you know, like I know I can do. Yeah. So I'll try to write some jokes that are like kind of like litmus test jokes. Okay. To get an idea of like, all right, here's a joke that has like a smart aspect and a dumb aspect. Oh, cool, they were really into the dumb aspect. Great, I'll do more jokes about like day job and dating and like basic stuff. Yeah. Like, oh, you're into the smart stuff. Great, I can do my like headier material.
Yeah, because it's like there's sometimes like you'll say something and it's weird that the audience like, I don't get what you're talking about. And you're like, oh, this might be too smart. Yeah. Or like too specific. And you're like, okay, we either got to broaden it or just save it.
Exactly. And so it's good to have those things like I had this really, really old bit I did in my first album about, I went to the 2015 Pirates Cubs wild card game. And, you know, the Pirates got destroyed. It was such a horrible game as a Pirate fan. But I wrote this bit about how the game was clearly over by the fourth inning, which meant at that point there was one inning left for every stage of grief. And so I broke down the rest of the game, inning by inning, stage of grief by stage of grief.
Everybody's sad by the end. You're just like, all right, we moved on.
Yeah.
On to the next game.
Yeah, the last stage of acceptance is, well, at least my favorite pierogi won the race. And so, like when I would do that joke, it'd be like, all right, cool, people like this, and I can tell they like it because it's a local sports joke. Oh, people like this, and I can tell they get, like, the more, like, intellectual aspect of it. Cool, I can do more of that stuff.
Well, the best part is, like, you can shit on the Pirates anywhere. Everyone knows it's a shit team, so...
Oh, yeah.
So it's, like, local sports / Like, there's one story I thought was funny, like, involving the Pirates. Did you see the guy that took his belt off and whipped?
Yes, that was all part of last year's magical season.
I was so mad that guy got fired.
Yeah,
because I was like, no, that man should be given a statue there, and praised because fuck yeah, especially when you found out the reason why. Yep. When you find out the reasons why, like them saying things and spitting at him, 100% he's justified in handling because you know the stadium's not going to do it. Yeah. Where's their security at? They ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
So
well, the dude worked there. Yeah, and it was just because I think they called him like a racial slur or something.
Yeah. Did you ban them from the stadium? I guarantee you didn't.
Yeah. Well, they just because as long because their money's still coming in.
Yeah. See, I'm one of those like I get very angry when I see injustice like that.
Yeah.
Like any type of injustice, the anger levels start popping up, and I'm like, all right, stop. We're going vigilante route. Come back.
Yeah. No, it's as a massive comic nerd, vigilantes are always like that. Oh, it's a really, really fun idea.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd want it in reality.
I know, because every time you watch like Kick-Ass and stuff, you're just like,
well,
this is kind of like fucked up.
Yeah, or like, you had mentioned a thing about like the Punisher.
Yeah.
We were talking before recording. And like Frank Castle is a character that is when written well is a really, really interesting character that you can do a lot of cool stuff with. Mm-hmm. But the idea of Frank Castle existing in reality is horrifying.
Yeah. Because it's like, if I run this red light, is Frank Castle going to pop out of somewhere?
Yeah.
Because it's like, there's something, like, obviously there is some crimes that, or most, like, they're most small crimes. It's like, it's not worth dying over.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's like every time, like, the Punisher gets thrown around, I'm like, keep in mind, some of the stuff he's going for is like pretty horrific shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's why I root for him. Like in certain,
no, there are definitely Frank Castle worthy situations. Like,
any other time, Batman, get in there.
Yeah, really. Yeah, like I remember one of my favorite little Frank Castle moments is it's from this Daredevil comic where Daredevil gets put in prison and Kingpin's in the same prison. And like Frank's like just hears about it like on the news, and he's walking down the street, and he's like, "Man, if they're both in prison, I want to be in prison too, because I want to be there when the shit goes down." And so he just walks up right in front of a cop and shoots a pimp in the head, and just goes, "Arrest me."
Which is funny because Frank didn't have to do that. He could have just walked into the police station and be like, "It's the Punisher, get him." Yeah,
unless they're the cops that think, "Oh yeah, the Punisher's my hero." Like I love how they did. Have you watched like the last season of Daredevil?
Yes.
And the way they
I'm so glad that Marvel like put the brakes on, because at first when they said 22 episodes of Daredevil, I was hyped. But then the way they started describing it, it sounded like it was going to be like watching Blue Bloods.
Yeah.
And I would have been pissed if I was been watching Daredevil and it would have been like Blue Bloods. Not dissing on Blue Bloods at all. I don't want a courtroom. I don't want a mostly courtroom drama of a superhero. That's fine if he does it during the day, but at night he better be in a fucking suit beating some ass.
Yeah, and like Daredevil's one of my favorite characters. I've got so many Daredevil books, and again, like Punisher, a lot of its stuff is who's writing people. You can find stories where Frank just shoots people because they crossed the street the wrong way because he went crazy, and then there's the other ones where he's like, hey, like here's I see it get shared a lot online of like he sees like cops with like Punisher patches on their shirt, and he's like, hey, fuck off.
Exactly, because he's like, I like that in the show when he did that.
Yeah.
First of all, I loved the line when he saves Daredevil, like he's in the apartment waiting for him, and he's just like, really, you ain't got no coffee here? And then he hits him with that, I'm going to tell you right now, if those fanboys come up here, I'm not holding back.
Yep. And that was so great.
It's that line where he's like, if these fucking fanboys come up them stairs, it's on. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. It drives me nuts.
I get goosebumps thinking of it because I was so hyped because I know like he's going to go the fuck off.
Yeah, and it's like not even factoring in like political stuff, but when you see like Trump flags with a Punisher skull or like thin blue line with a Punisher skull, it's like you should not, like the Punisher is not a thing you should aspire for.
Right. It's like that's one of those like. Keep in mind, the Punisher exists because he is given the worst circumstances ever.
Yeah.
Your family is murdered by a bunch of criminals, and of course, the justice system doesn't do its job.
Yeah.
So what else is he supposed to think?
Yeah, I don't want to see a Punisher logo on a fucking donkey either. Right. Like, it's everybody just...
I think there's a way that they could have, like... Early on, I think you could have redeemed the Punisher. Now, with his like history as much as it is, he has to stay the way he is.
Yeah.
Because at first, the idea of him just going out and killing villains, that actually makes a pretty interesting story. And then him like going, wait a minute, I'm going too far.
Yeah.
I'm just shooting people for running red lights.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to reel back some.
Yeah.
Like, I like that idea. And then him like mellowing out to like, okay, it's non-lethal stuff.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of neat ways you can do stuff with it. There's a really, really cool, a lot of people didn't like it. I liked it a lot. Punisher run from like 2 years ago or so, where...
Is it the Cosmic one?
No, the Cosmic one's is weird. I like it, but it's the whole, like Frank Castle becomes the Herald of Galactus and the Ghost Rider and raises baby Thanos as his own. It's a whole crazy, like ridiculous comic book thing. I love stuff like that. But this was like the Ninja Clan, the Hand, the big assassin group. They decide that like Frank Castle is the prophesized, like the chosen one. He is the Jesus of the clan. Not the clan, not the clan. Fuck. The Hand.
Of the Hand.
Very different people wearing hoods.
Yeah. Even though technically, I guess they love him too.
Yeah, they might.
They're wearing shirts,
and so they're like, "Hey, Frank Castle, you are murder Jesus.
Yeah,
come live with us and lead us."
The Beast possessing Frank Castle is a terrifying thought, because the Beast possessing Daredevil is scary enough. You take over the Punisher, even though the Beast might just go, "Fuck that, I'm out." Because he'd be like, he's too dark for me.
Well, that's so neat about it is the Beast never possesses him, but the Beast like gives him power. And there's a bunch of crossover stuff with Daredevil during it. But just you ever get a chance to look it up, really, really good stuff.
I'm hearing the Hand might pop up in the new Spider-Man, and I don't know why the Hand is not interesting to me. That is one of the things where it's like, okay, it's ninjas, but like to me, ninjas are kind of like. Kind of cheesy.
Well, I think it's I don't know where this first was termed. This term came up with, but I've heard it a bunch of places. It's the inverse law of ninja numbers, basically, where like a single ninja is really, really cool,
right?
But if you've got a whole group of ninjas, they're jobbers.
Yeah. Unless there's 4 of them, then it's cool, and they're turtles.
Yeah, well,
they're allowed to be.
And do you know about how the Turtles and Daredevil are kind of related?
Yep.
Yeah, all that.
The whole Splinter stick.
Yep. And even like it was the like unofficial canon is that the car accident with the nuclear stuff with Daredevil is what
the same stuff.
Yeah, is what got into the Turtles.
Oh, I didn't know it was the same.
Yeah, like for legal reasons they're not.
Yeah.
But like I went back a year or two ago when I read some of the original comics.
Yeah.
And like it's drawn to look very much like young Matt Murdock.
Nice.
It was really, really funny too reading like the old Turtle stuff, because this like Shredder dies in the first issue.
Yeah, did you ever watch the it's on Netflix called The Toys That Made Us?
Yes.
And they do the Ninja Turtles one where they go in from like the comic book origins to now.
Yeah.
That one's really cool.
Yeah. And so the second issue of Ninja Turtles is when they introduced Baxter Stockman and the Mousers. And his big plan, this would have been like 85.
Yeah.
Is to hold New York City ransom for millions of dollars. Otherwise, he will use the Mousers to bring down the World Trade Center. Literally, issue 2 of the Ninja Turtles is Baxter Stockman tries to do 9/11.
It's kind of funny because there's so many stories I've seen that where it's like the plot involves like the 9/11 stuff.
Yeah.
Like everybody was like freaking out when they watched Godzilla and they're like, oh, they talked about the World Trade Center bombing. It's like, well, they were bombed in 91, right?
Yeah. No, I remember that like being I remember being a kid when that happened. And like I was in high school on 9/11, and I very distinctly remember people saying like, "How I could never imagine this." Like, bitch, we all played Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah,
we crashed into stuff. Like,
yeah, how many times where it's like, oh, you know what, it's coming down, let's go.
Yeah, it just, yeah,
which is funny because like Microsoft, if Microsoft Flight Simulator was a real simulator, it would show the building collapse.
Yeah,
but no, they never die.
No,
it's just black screen going, you crashed.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you can't show me the fun stuff, I guess? All right, cool. I'll play Grand Theft Auto again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is, like, I'm amazed that Grand Theft Auto hasn't tried to do that yet. I'm wondering if they're trying that for 6, is like, make things where it's like the driving feels like you're playing a racing game.
Yeah.
The flying feels like Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah.
Like everything's supposed to be hyper realistic.
Yeah.
Especially now.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I mean, the flying's come a long way. I still remember like playing GTA 3 when it was new, and just that one flying mission was the hardest part of the game because the flight controls were just so bad.
Dude, you don't realize how bad video game controllers are until you play like an old game that's been remastered for now.
Yep.
I was playing the Tomb Raider, and I can't remember if I talked about this on the pod already. I think I was talking with Julian Atwater about it, but we were talking about like, I was like, dude, I keep jumping and I'm missing all my jumps and I'm running off the edge. It's like, when did I get so bad? And he goes, because the controls are made for the 90s. And he goes, so when you run, everything's faster. Like, they didn't upgrade those.
Yeah.
So now I have to wait for the new Tomb Raider game.
Yeah, and as somebody who grew up on that stuff, I remember being amazed when like in Mario 64, for people to understand the idea of moving the camera around, they actually had a guy floating with a camera. Yeah.
That's the guy at the cloud, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just smart. I like how that's how they got around it.
Yeah, because you have to like introduce like the concept to people, and even like controller layout can be such a big thing. Like for my Switch, I bought the like Switch N64 controller because with like the expansion pack thing with Nintendo Online, you get access to old N64 games. But if you try to play those on the Switch controller, it's so hard.
Oh, I bet, because it's like everything's mapped for that controller.
Yeah, and so like, well, this button goes here, and this button goes here, remapped on the Switch controller, but it doesn't map out well.
Yeah, imagine all the GameCube games, like...
Yeah.
Why couldn't you just design a simple controller? Did you have to be all weird with it? Like, that stuff like kind of like annoyed me with Nintendo, because it's like, nothing's a normal controller.
Yeah.
Even like the original pads were just like... You're holding a brick.
Yeah, but I mean, at the time, the brick was their layout really set the standard, because before that you had like Atari and stuff where it was the little joystick with one button,
which is weird. And like with the joystick and everything, like you could only still go like forward, side to side. You couldn't go like really diagonally and stuff. I don't think so.
Yeah, it depended on the game, but most stuff, didn't have. Like one of the reasons that in early video games and even like later video games, the shooter genre was so big was because it's nothing complex to code. It's an on-off thing. This thing is hit or it is not. That's it.
Yeah.
Versus like I love big RPGs. Like I sank 500 hours into Baldur's Gate. But that you have to have so much stuff programmed. So for these old games, it's like, okay, it's a very simple, easy thing to program. That's why a lot of games that you see now were just not even graphic wise, but like concept wise impossible, unless you played the old like text adventure games, like it was like Quest or something like that.
Yeah,
where it was just like type in walk north. Yeah, and it would just there was no visuals. It's just text.
Yeah, you were just like your character walks so many. What video game is that from? Or there was a movie that did that. The kid was playing like a text-based game.
Yeah, let's see. There's like Zork, I think, is one of them. I'm trying to remember. Is it Zork or there's an MC Frontalot song I really like called "It Is Pitch Dark," and it's a rap song about playing one of those games. And like the Gru is a monster in the game, and so like the hook of the chorus is like, "You are likely to be eaten by a Gru."
Dude, that was those old text games. Is that the one? Isn't one of them like all your bases belong to us? Wasn't that a text game?
That had images, but it was mostly text. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because it's like I know my brothers were like the arcade. Like my older brothers were like Atari, and then my brother that's closest in age to me, he was like Super Nintendo. Like, and then got a PlayStation.
Yep.
That's when I started getting the gaming, was PlayStation.
Yeah.
And that was all PlayStation until COVID, and then Xbox was easier to get.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I have a PS5, but I had to enter like the PlayStation lottery. Like, we'll notify you when you can maybe buy one.
Oh.
And I wanted one with a disc drive, and the only ones they had available were the kind that didn't have the disc drive. It's like, well, it's available, so I'll get it.
Yeah.
But
and now it's like it's better to just buy them on digital now. Even though I like having a disc.
Yeah.
But it's like there's no point because like it's like what's the purpose of the disc actually?
I mean, I think the big thing with the disc stuff too is a lot of it now, like, they require you to be online. Mm-hmm. Like, if it was, if I had like I love that at least, like my old Sega Genesis, over the holidays at like a farmer's market, I picked up one of my favorite games when I was a kid on Sega Genesis called Mutant League Football. It's it was made by the same people who made the Madden games, basically.
Oh, okay.
On Genesis, like, it was still an EA game, but
is this the one where like you'd tackle them, like body parts would fly off because they were mutants?
Yeah.
So
it's like skeletons and trolls and robots. They had Mutant League Football and Mutant League Hockey.
Ah, okay.
And even though I'm not a big football guy, I loved those games.
Yeah.
Because they'd have like, I remember the one, every team has a couple like dirty plays. I remember the one like, oh, your running back has 5 sticks of dynamite he can throw as he's running. There was a bribe the ref play.
Oh, nice.
And then there was also a kill the ref play.
It kind of reminds you of that game, The Blitz.
Yeah.
Blitz the League. Mm-hmm. Like, you can take steroids and do drugs, and
yeah,
you can actually like snap players like spines and stuff.
Yeah, there's a really, really fun hockey game. It reminds me of, there was a hockey game on the original Nintendo just called Ice Hockey. Mm-hmm. But it's called Super Blood Hockey.
Oh.
And it's like, it's a pixel game, but it's all like you're running a team prisoners. And you can force them to take steroids and like get high to recover injuries. And
imagine like one of the finishing moves is the it was in hockey. The guy gets stomped on with the skate.
Yeah,
that video. Oof. You see a dude's face and he looks like Jigsaw.
Oh,
like
completely.
Warzone.
And I remember like Mutant League Hockey on Genesis. The thing of the hockey of like fans like throw their hat in the ice. Mm-hmm. So fans would throw like chainsaws and mallets, and you could pick them up. Mutant League Hockey was the first hockey video game with a dedicated attack button.
Oh, sweet.
You had like shoot, pass, and punch.
Heck yeah. That's what they need to bring that back to sports. I want to be able to like clothesline people.
Yeah.
Give me the longest yard football game.
Yeah, so one of the lead like developers of Mutant League Football has made 2 games in the past couple of years called Mutant Football League, because that's legally different. He's done the rights to Mutant League Football.
I think I've seen those like on the PlayStation Store. Oh,
yeah.
I think I'll check the camera real quick.
Yeah, of course.
The camera's going off. And we're back. Man, I had to clear my throat there. I hate that, don't you?
Oh, yeah, always. Especially like when you're on stage and that happens.
Oh, that's the worst, because you got to open your mouth and you're like, hey guys, it's like,
yeah.
Oh God, everybody heard me speaking through a bubble.
That was one of the things I was so afraid was going to happen, like when I did my special, because like a lot of people when they do specials, they do like 2 recordings and mix them together. Mm-hmm. For me, like, nope, both just straight, one take. This is what it is.
Yep. I feel like that's my thing with like the podcast and stuff. Like, I rarely do retakes. Yeah. So like one time I had the episode like I had it on picture mode instead of video.
Oh yeah, I've had that happen.
And so I was like, I have the audio still. Well, screw it. I'll just put a background up and I'll take the audio and throw it up there.
Yeah.
And then I'll reference, and it's like, here's the separate outtake episode.
Yeah.
It's still content.
Yeah, it's you can still make it work.
Yeah.
I was saying earlier, years ago, my buddy and I used to make video game stuff for YouTube. Mm-hmm. We haven't done anything in a long, long time, but if you want to look it up, the channel's called Is It Worth a Sandwich? Mm-hmm. And
the timer.
We'd have a couple like, oh man, that recording was great. Oh, the camera was on the wrong mode.
Oh.
Well, all right then.
Yeah, that's the worst. So like when you said video game content, I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna say, please tell me it's For the Win, guys. That's who the machinima guys.
No, nothing like that. No, we would. So the title "Is It Worth a Sandwich" came from. So the guy I live with right now, been one of my best friends for over 20 years. One of the people I met at college orientation, he wasn't one of the goths. Mm-hmm. And when we were broke college students, you'd have that thing of like, all right, I can eat dinner or I can buy a $10 used PlayStation game.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah. and so that became our metric for like, was this good or not? Like, would I rather have eaten or played this game?
I mean, which is true, because there's some games it's like, you know what? Like Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah.
100% worth not eating dinner for.
Yeah.
Just saying. I would give up food for a week just to play Red Dead.
Yeah. So that's where like the name of the channel came from. And for a while we were doing episodes where we would play a game, eat a sandwich, and tell you which is the better experience. But then it got more just like playthroughs. Like we did a complete playthrough of Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 on Switch. And it's just us, just making jokes, playing through.
Yeah, let's talk about how disappointing that game fucking was, right?
I didn't think it was terrible. It wasn't as good as it wasn't as good as Ultimate Alliance 1. Ultimate Alliance 2 was what was it? 2? No, I don't think
2 was Civil War.
Yeah, that
Secret War.
Yeah, that was the one that I really didn't like. I didn't think that one was good.
Yeah, well, they mixed a story that one I didn't even know happened. Like you took a story that not a lot of people knew about.
Yeah.
The Secret War, which when I read the issue, I was like, oh yeah, I could see now. I see how that fit in, but
yeah,
there's still it was still not my favorite storyline.
Yeah. But like those like X-Men Legends, then the first Ultimate Alliance, so great.
I need I need both X-Men Legends either remade or remastered.
That and the old X-Men arcade game.
Oh yes. I had it on my iPhone I had it on my iPod Touch.
Nice.
And then for some reason they took it off the store.
Yeah. See then that's kind of jumping back earlier. Why, if I have a choice of getting physical stuff, I do like to get physical stuff.
Right. See, then I heard something where PlayStation games are coded that supposedly like they run out whenever the system clock like runs out. So like almost like PlayStations have a shelf life. And like they will die eventually.
So
this makes me mad.
So I don't know about that. Now I know there's some stuff that like, I forget what it's called, but like the PlayStation version of Game Pass.
Yeah.
Like I have that, and if I'm playing a game that's available on that and they take it off, then I can't play it anymore.
Yeah.
There is that.
Which sucks. Like same thing with Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass. Like I quit mine because they changed the pricing of it.
Yeah.
Like it was so stupid. But like. I don't know. It's like I like having those games because like I have Driver San Francisco. They took that off the thing because all the cars were licensed in that game. The only driver game that actually had licensed vehicles.
Yeah.
And I like that one because you could play through like 80s movie moments, like car movies and stuff. And you can't play it because they pulled it off the store, but I have it on disc.
Yeah.
But it's still for like Xbox 360. Thank God the Xbox can play. I'll keep the Xbox just so I can play old games on it.
Yeah, I still have all my old systems.
I just wish it would let me play X-Men Origins Wolverine. That game was so much fun.
Oh, I'm really excited for that new Wolverine game that's coming out.
Dude, listen, I'm so pumped. Like, every time I see it, it's just like, let's go. I can't wait to pop the claws. Like,
well, it's so fun how like one pop culture medium will get you into another. Like I have a massive comics collection, and I got into buying comics and reading comics from like watching Batman the Animated Series and the 90s X-Men cartoon I grew up on.
That was my I like X-Men 97.
Yeah.
But like it was still like it was hard for me to buy that it's a continuation just because like I don't hear Cyclops because the guy's dead.
Yeah.
Like the voices did throw me off a little bit, but like it was still cool to hear Wolverine still sound like Wolverine.
Yeah, and I don't know, it reminded me enough, they got who they could, the sound-alikes did a good job, and I loved X-Men 97. That was pure just like nostalgia crack. Or like I got into wrestling.
Do you like how they tied it into Pittsburgh a little bit with Bastion?
Yeah, that was fun.
This is a little problematic. So they fired the writer from X-Men 97, right?
Yeah.
So that whole story leaks, whatever, and I see something on Twitter where like they're talking about it. Like someone said something about the writer, and I was like, I heard he got fired. The guy hits me in the DMs, like, what'd you hear?
Like the guy who worked on the show?
Yeah, the guy. Like,
holy crap!
I about shit my pants because I'm like, I wasn't expecting to get confronted online, but I was like, all right. I'll tell you what I heard. I heard it like he was a little inappropriate.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, because they got mad because I kind of was like very hard on the Vision.
Yeah.
And I'm sure like it's a little bit of both. I'm sure like there was like one intern he kind of like maybe hit on too much.
Yeah.
They didn't like it.
This stuff there's layers to everything.
Yeah. I feel like it's a little bit of half and half. Like maybe they weren't the best to work with, and also he might have been a little bit too comfortable.
Yeah, but if this guy reached out to you as just a random person,
Yeah,
I think that tells you how intense he must have been to work with.
right. And then I was like, this was a little weird, but like I will say that first season is amazing.
Yeah,
because whatever he did.
Oh yeah, no, I'm really curious to see what happens with the new one.
Yeah, because the way that it ends, it's like, Gambit's death blew my mind.
Oh yeah, I mean, and he's definitely coming back as because Gambit wasn't a Horseman of Apocalypse at one.
Got to be the Horseman of Death.
I think he was Death when he was a Horseman at one point in the comics already.
Yeah. See, it's either him, because I have a feeling I don't know, because with Wolverine is a tough one, because in the comics, Apocalypse gave him his adamantium back, right? Sabretooth brought him into Apocalypse, and then he became him.
I forget the exact thing of how he got his adamantium.
It's when he's like the Horseman Death, and he has the scarf wrapped around his head.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
I'm getting mixed up between what's main timeline and what's Age of Apocalypse.
Okay,
that's what's kind of throwing me off. Which but
I like how they got Age of Apocalypse Wolverine though in Deadpool.
Yep, that was fun. Yeah, and I remember seeing a thing of we spent $100,000 making the brown Wolverine suit to have for a brief moment. Great, love it.
Worth every bit of it.
Yep, you made that money back, Disney. I promise.
Yeah, trust me, 100%. I think they knew if they pulled the stops out and they're like, this is the last time we're getting to use Hugh Jackman.
Yeah,
give the fans what they've always wanted.
Yeah, until he shows up in the next Avengers thing somehow.
Oh, he's definitely showing up.
Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong. That trailer, the X-Men trailer, blew my mind. Mm-hmm. When I seen Cyclops wearing the costume.
Yep, that's great to see James Marsden in the outfit.
I'm like, let's go. And Professor X wearing the green jumpsuit from the X-Men cartoon.
Yeah.
When he went, that's when they got trapped in the Savage Land.
Yeah.
So it was cool to see that and stuff. And I'm like, I know what we're getting. We're going to get X-Men 97 live action. That's what I think that's what they're going to give us.
Maybe. I don't know.
They only teased us here's a few of the X-Men.
Yeah.
I guarantee we're going to see a huge team. They have to.
See, I don't know. I feel like they're going to save a huge team of X-Men for the actual X-Men movie.
Uh-huh.
I think we'll get a couple people from the 2000s ones.
Yeah.
And I think they're gonna build. Have you ever read the Secret War?
Yeah.
I think obviously they're gonna build to Battle World where Doom recreates the world and everything.
From what I mean, supposedly the movie's pretty much all leaked in California. Everyone, all the movie people kind of know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And they said, and because there's one guy on YouTube that I watched, and he goes, "It's been confirmed by people I know that work close. This is gonna happen."
Yeah.
And he's like, he didn't spoil it. He goes, this movie's going to blow everyone's mind.
Yeah, and I'm really just excited for it. It's just any of that stuff. it's so crazy for me also because I can remember, now you can find nerdy stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
And I think I bought my first comic book T-shirt at J.C. Penney because they had a Green Lantern shirt on clearance in high school.
It was so hard to find any type of nerd stuff unless the movie came out.
Yeah,
or unless it's just hard to find shit like that. And it was then at least. And now it's you go anywhere and it's here's Marvel themed wedding rings. What?
Yeah, no, it's so cool how stuff will evolve and change. I have among my many comic book tattoos, I have Kamala Khan, Ms. Marvel.
I kept waiting to I was there's got to be a way to bring it up.
And I remember I first got that in 2017.
Yeah, I got Ben Grimm.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the character was still fairly new then, unless you really read comics. Nobody knew who she was.
Mm-hmm.
And not long after I got it, this coworker at my old job comes up to me and just goes, "Why did you get brown Supergirl?" I'm like, "Oh no, this is someone very different."
So I will say, when they introduced Miss Marvel at first, I was like, "Come on, why didn't you just make a new hero kind of thing? Whatever." And I at first, like, I didn't get to read any of her stories, nothing. My first exposure to Miss Marvel came from the Avengers video game.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God, she is awesome.
Yeah.
I had so much, like, fun, like, with her story. It was like, oh, now I want to go learn more.
Yeah, I like when the story around the game, it just became like endless grinding. It wasn't as fun.
Yeah, I've definitely like just binged I just played like the main story and then was done.
Yeah, I played it for a while after. Like, I understand why it got taken down. It didn't do well.
Mm-hmm.
I think because now everything has to be a live service game.
That's
so
where they
keep
fucked
bringing
up.
in money. Like, just make a good game, and people will buy it. People will. Like, there's a lot of stuff where it's like, oh yeah, I will go and buy this because it's good, and I want someone that made it to get money.
And it sucks because, like, I like the idea of, like, hey, keep selling me expansions for it.
Yeah,
that would have been fine.
Yeah,
like, just keep selling me different mission packs and stuff. Like,
yeah, if you're gonna act, like, continue the story in like an episodic way.
Yeah,
but when it became so much just play for 50 hours and you'll get purple Iron Man, like.
And most of the costumes weren't that great.
Yeah.
Some were, like, pretty cool to see, like, but, like, I don't know.
But you'd have all that stuff, yeah, too, of, like, oh, it's 50 real world dollars to get this thing. Like, I really learned my lesson with that stuff when the Rock Band games were really popular. I bought so many songs on Rock Band.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, we had a fun time with them, but now I don't go back, I don't play that anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard for me to spend, like, money, like, invest in a game.
Yeah.
Especially, like, Fortnite and stuff like that. Unless I really want the skin, I might buy it. And it's like, or if I see it's on for a good deal or something, and I was like, all right, I can throw money at that.
Yeah, for me, most of the time, unless it's something that I'm, like, really, really super into. Like, I don't play Fortnite, but, like, I play Marvel Snap on my phone sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And that will have like you get the cards, but then you got these like variants of the card. And if I have like in-game currency, sure, I'll use it. Mm-hmm. But I'll see these things of like, get all this in-game currency for 99 real world dollars. Like, who the fuck? Like, the game plays the exact same. Your card just looks different.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like I can't do card games. I got screwed on I think it was Pokemon, the trading card game Boy, like, to the point where you couldn't reset the game. I was stuck in a spot where it's like I didn't have anything that would work. Nothing I did was working, and I had no moves, and I couldn't forfeit. I couldn't back out. So, like, the game was broken, like, locked.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, fuck this. Card games are suck.
Yeah, I generally, if this had not been a Marvel, like, I had some friends that were playing it.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, try it out, and I like there's no story. It is just playing against random people online. Mm-hmm. So, and the games are short. They're like 3 to 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. So it's something nice to do on the toilet.
That's fair. That's fair. I play like a stacking game. That's what I do.
Yeah.
But hey, man, I appreciate you coming on here.
No, thank you for having me.
Yeah. When's your special? You said drop February
5th, February 6th.
Yeah, I think it's. The episode comes out probably that Friday.
Yeah, that Friday, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Agent of Farce is the new one. Brains Are Weird is my old one. Really, really proud of both. If you like smart, nerdy comedy that's got some heart. I talk about mental health a lot. That's a really important thing to me. I've, for a couple of years now, run a show where all the money goes to suicide prevention. Mm-hmm. Hope you check it out.
Yeah. Where's it going to be streaming at?
So the video will be on YouTube, but then audio will be on Spotify, Bandcamp, Apple Music, like all the big stuff. I actually, this time, first one I did totally independent. This one, I'm working with a small indie comedy label called Burn This Records.
Okay.
And they're handling distribution to try to get it onto more places. Like, I'm hoping, I don't know yet, but we're hoping to get it on Sirius XM, for example.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah. I'll try to send me the links for those.
Yeah.
And I'll put them in the video and stuff.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Sweet. So, all right, guys, follow us. Crap, I messed that up. It's when you have an idea to say something, you forget.
Yep.
I was going to say, follow on the Patreon for more of the conversation, and see ya.
Yeah, thanks for listening.